The top weight then, the French Raider, the Fellow, ridden by Adam Condra. Number 2 is Docklands Express, Jamie Osborne. 3, Sibton Abbey, Steve Smith Eccles. And 4, the Blinkered Garrison, Savannah, Mark Pittman. Number 5 is Captain Dibble, the mount of Carl Llewellyn. Number 6, Kaya Villahow, Charlie Swan. 7, Topsham Bay, Richard Dunwoody. 8, David Suzuki, Norman Williamson. 9, Givus a Buck Blinkered, ridden by Paul Holly. And 10, Rowlandson's Jewels, the mount of Mick Fitzgerald. Number 11 is Fiddler's Pike, ridden by Mrs. Rosemary Henderson. Number 12, Fifth Amendment, Blinkered by Ben DeHaan. And completing the lineup, number 13, Over the Deal, Kenny Johnson on board.
And here's how they bet. The Fellow is 4-1 favourite. Garrison Savannah 9-2. Docklands Express shares at 5-1 along with Captain Dibble. And Cavillahow is 11-2. Sibton Abbey an 8-1 chance. Topsham Bay on 10s. Givus a Buck at 16-1 and Rowlandson's Jewels 33s. They go 66-1 bar those.
Only 13 to be dispatched, and away they go with an extended 3.5 miles in front of them, 24 fences to jump, and it's quite a rush coming down to the first. And the Fellow is up with a pace early on, and they're all safely over the first. And it was Fifth Amendment that just gained the day. Fifth Amendment and Topsham Bay stride for stride. Captain Dibble on the left of a line of 3, Fiddler's Pike on the right as they come to the first of the ditches. Those 4 horses in the air together. 3 clear of the Fellow and Kaya Villahow, and Sibton Abbey normally up with the pace, can't live with it so far. David's Dukey over the deal, then Garrison Savannah. And at this stage, Givus a Buck is last. Rowlandson's Jewels in the back marker. Also towards the rear is Docklands Express as they race up past us. And the 4 vying for the lead, and it's Captain Dibble that's come through to share it with Fifth Amendment. They begin the right-handed turn, then down towards fence number 3. Fifth Amendment and Captain Dibble from in third place, Fiddler's Pike, that's out wide in third. Topsham Bay the rail 4. Sibton Abbey and Kaya Villahow are 5 and 6, and the Fellow in 7. Garrison Savannah 8, David's Dukey and Docklands Express at 9 and 10. And then over the deal, Rowlandson's Jewels and Givus a Buck, just a bit outpaced as they come down towards fence number 3. Going to it, and it's Fifth Amendment that's coming to it and takes it in the lead. Fifth Amendment by about a length to Captain Dibble the inside of Topsham Bay, and then Fiddler's Pike out wide, and they level up down the back straight, and it's still Fifth Amendment by about a half to Captain Dibble and Fiddler's Pike. And then comes Topsham Bay in 4 and Kaya Villahow. Lovely lead there by the Fellow, wide of Docklands Express. And they head down towards the second of the back straight. Fifth Amendment, Captain Dibble, Fiddler's Pike, and Topsham Bay all over that one. And then comes Sibton Abbey and Docklands Express and Kaya Villahow and the Fellow as they leap that ditch. And then Garrison Savannah. And just forward a little bit detached, and they are David's Dukey. And also at this stage over the deal and Rowlandson's Jewels and Givus a Buck. They're a little bit detached. Go to the water jump and coming into it, and it's Fifth Amendment that pops over in the lead. David's Dukey not as fluent as some of the others there. And they head down towards the first of the island fences, and the field effectively quite closely grouped as they come down towards the first of these island fences and Fifth Amendment on the right. On the left in the red cap, that's Topsham Bay. In between them is Captain Dibbles, just starting to run a bit lazy, pushed along there by Carl Llewellyn. Docklands Express has made a bit of ground, so too Garrison Savannah and Fiddler's Pike on the outside, and Sibton Abbey not that far away, and they're all within about 12-15 lengths of each other as they begin the turn out of the back straight for the first time, and they've jumped 10, and it's Fifth Amendment leading. Let's check the odds of reward. The Fellow at 7-2, Kaya Villahow at 9-2, Garrison Savannah at 5-1, the Dibble is 11-2, and Docklands Express at 6-1, 15-2 par. So the Fellow, the favourite, and that's in the red colours with the white cap, tucked at about 8th or 9th spot, but it's all to play for coming down towards the 11th, and they've all but completed a lap in this, the 37th running of the Whitbread Gold Cup. And it's Fifth Amendment with Topsham Bay the inside. This is the 11th fence, and they all popped over it well. Over the deal now, just the back marker, and they've completed a circuit, and it's Fifth Amendment leading from Topsham Bay on the inside in the red cap, and then just behind these comes Garrison Savannah getting a bit closer, Fiddler's Pike and the Fellow on the outside, and boy, this is bubbling up into be some race. They come down towards the 13th. This is the third ditch they jump, and it's Fifth Amendment. Ben DeHaan taking the field along, coming to it. Fifth Amendment's over safely, And as they race up past the stands, it's Fifth Amendment leading from on the inside Topsham Bay. John Oaksey, John Frankham, this could be a cracker.
Fifth Amendment making a wonderful show for Saxon House and the Walwyn team, probably the last runner in the Whitbread, trained by either Mr. or Mrs. Walwyn, going really well. And there's Mrs. Rosemary Henderson moving up on Fiddler's Pike, but going noticeably well just behind the leaders, Garrison Savannah.
He's going well, just as you see at the back over the deal. Kervillau doesn't look to be going all that well. Sipton Abbey's been struggling most of the way. Givus a Buck was struggling, but he seems to have got into the race a little bit more now. But at the front, Fiddler's Pike, Fifth Amendment, both jumping from fence to fence.
Head down towards fence number 14. Then the two that are out are in over the deal, and Sipton Abbey is the trailer of the main group, but it's still Fifth Amendment that takes it up. And Sipton Abbey, a mistake, and Captain Dibble has dropped out the back. The fellow is going as well as any. Red colours with a white cap, and he is going well. Starting the turn into the back straight, then Marn the quarter to go. Fifth Amendment still by a length and a half to Topsham Bay and Garrison Savannah, and Givus a Buck and the fellow, and then Docklands Express the inside to Kai Villahow. Then comes Fiddler's Pike and David's Dukey ridden along. Then Rowlandson's Jewels, Captain Dibble and Sipton Abbey, and tailed off by a fence is Over the Deal. Continuing their run down towards the last ditch, they have to jump, and Fifth Amendment comes to it. Fifth Amendment and Givus a Buck and Topsham Bay are the three now, to Docklands Express and Garrison Savannah, and the fellow from Going Well is being pushed along to hold a position. 2 lengths back to Kai Villahow and 4 back to Fiddler's Pike as they go towards the water jump for the second and final time. Givus a Buck it is. Givus a Buck from Topsham Bay, and then Fifth Amendment running a big race for an outsider. They've got 6 more fences to jump, and coming into it, it's Givus a Buck the leader. Givus a Buck who's coming to it just on the left of the picture from Fifth Amendment and Topsham Bay. The red cap, yellow cap is Docklands Express, orange colours Garrison Savannah yet to make an effort and getting closer. The fellows pushed along. Kai Villahow in the pink on the right, and Rowlandson's Jewels with a lot to do and 5 to jump, and it's Givus a Buck from Topsham Bay in second, going ominously easily. On the outside is Fifth Amendment plugging on well. Class horses queuing up to take him on. Kai Villahow's making ground. Docklands Express and Garrison Savannah the rail, and Rowlandson's Jewels is making ground too as they begin the turn down towards the pond fence, and the leaders have got 3 to jump. And it's just Givus a Buck and Topsham Bay. Docklands Express, the yellow cap in behind them. The fellow will finish. Kai Villahow for Ireland in the pink colours is coming there. Rowlandson's Jewels on the right in the black and white. Orange colours Garrison Savannah, and Fifth Amendment has cracked, and they've got 3 to jump now. Givus a Buck on the inside of Topsham Bay by 2 to Docklands Express in third, and then Kai Villahow now looking one paced as they begin the home run, and they've got 2 to jump, and it's Givus a Buck for David Ellsworth. Topsham Bay bidding for a double in the race, 2 out from Topsham Bay, and Givus a Buck stride for stride, 3 clear of Docklands Express, 4 back to Kai Villahow, and it's a match for the Whitbread as they come down towards the final fence, and it's Topsham Bay and Givus a Buck. They both leap the last together. Givus a Buck the far side, and Topsham Bay they're clear of Docklands Express in third, and this hill is playing a factor again, and Givus a Buck is rolling about a bit, and Topsham Bay is digging deep. Neither horse wants to lose, and up the line it's a photo between Givus a Buck and Topsham Bay, clear of Kai Villahow, who was third, and then came Docklands Express and the fellow, and behind that one Garrison Savannah, and then Rowlandson's Jewels, and behind Rowlandson's Jewels is Captain Dibble, and David's Dukey completed, but Fifth Amendment pulled up, Fiddler's Pike pulled up, and looking down the field, I can tell you that Sipton Abbey pulled up, and so the result of this, the 37th Whitbread Gold Cup, it's gone to horse number 9, Givus a Buck. In a photo there on the far side, this horse that completed and ran so bravely in the race that never was, has gained some compensation by winning at 20 to 1 this 37th running of the Whitbread Gold Cup. In the colours of Mr. K. Costello, trained by David Ellsworth and ridden by Paul Holly on the left there. The horse rolled a bit about on the run to the line, but who can blame him? He'd had a terrific run at Aintree, and over 3 miles 5 here, he saw the hill out well, just depriving number 7 Topsham Bay in the dieting closing. But there is a steward's inquiry called to the outcome of this, the Whitbread. The third horse home was Kai Villahow, but let's judge the evidence as we review the closing stages from a different angle.
I'm afraid a steward's inquiry was inevitable again, because as you'll see, after they land over the last, Paul Holly, using the whip in his right hand, Givus a buck hangs across towards Topsham Bay. Jump the last now, there's still clear daylight between them, but now I think you'll see Givus a buck come off a straight line. Bang goes Paul Holly, and across he goes towards Topsham Bay. Paul immediately gets the whip through, and from there on there's no further interference. So that, and from there on, in fact, it's absolutely nip and tuck between them, with Topsham Bay, last year's winner, making a gallant effort, not quite making it.
It's number 7, Topsham Bay at 10-1. Second, number 9, Givus a buck at 20-1. And third, number 6, Gavilla Howe at 9-2. Number 1, The Fellow, was 7-2 favourite and 13 rounds.
Yes, and the winner, record books will show Topsham Bay as winning this race. Give a Buck was second, Kai Villahour Brave third, Docklands Express 4, The Fellow a disappointing 5, but we know why. 6, Rollinson's Jaws just found this trip a little bit too far. Garrison Savannah had every chance, 3 out, but finished 7th and only beat 1 in the end. That one was Captain Dibble. Sibden Abbey showed signs of distress quite some way from home and was pulled up. David's Dookie was pulled up, so too Fiddler's Pike and Fifth Amendment, and the rank outsider over the deal.